Fight fans, what's good with you? What's up? It's your main man, made man. We about to do this thing live. Y'all just do not know what I've been trying to go through to upload videos, man. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but we just gonna do the vid this way, man. We're gonna go live spontaneously like we always do, you know? Like we always do. Just give me a second to kind of get this in order. Oh, shit. I'm messing all up, man. Hold up, y'all. Hold on. It's going upside down and all that. All right, we about to get it cracking. Get it cracking. Y'all know what's goody. Tony O, what's up with you? What's up with you, Mo? Black Horseman Promotions. It's good to see you in the building. And what it do? What it do? We about to talk up this Keith Thurman thing, man. Just caught the word fresh off the wire, man. Just let me get all set up here for a second. And we're going to get on this thing, man. All right. Fuck that shit. What's up with y'all, man? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main man, made man. Y'all know what it is. And we talking boxing, man. Yo. Heard the news. Heard the news. Keith one-time Thurman vacates his WBC title. Vacates his WBC title. The boxing gods has smiled upon us today. You know, it's actually kind of good now that a lot of the other fighters at the welterweight division will possibly get a crack at this WBC. They're saying that Showtime Sean Porter and Danny Garcia may battle it out for the vacant title. Yo, you ain't gonna hear no complaints from me about that one. No complaints whatsoever. Yo, that is good news, man, because I was really doubting if Danny Garcia was really going to probably fight Sean Porter. Now, from what I understand, ain't nothing been made official. So, I mean, they may or may not fight. You know, Danny Garcia, man, you just never know, man. You just honestly never know. What's up, Duke? How you feeling, man? What's good? What's that, OG? We're gonna leave that alone for the sake of YouTube, but I think you get the picture. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make, yo, Showtime Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia, man, that's the best news I heard all day. If they make that joint for the WBC title, oh my goodness, Joe, we are in for one hell of a treat. Then I also heard that they did Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. Oh, hey, is it fucking Christmas or something up in this joint? Like, whoa, we're getting hooked all the way up. Then I'm hearing Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, vid after vid after vid, we are going to get for a title eliminator, for the WBC title, Antonio, I take it, right? Oh my gosh, yo, I am really literally just trying to play catch up, man. The brother just got off. I dashed home, man, to try to hurry up and get home and sit down with y'all, man. Lord, shorty, we are getting blessed. But let's deal with the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Let the people say amen. God damn, son. You know what I mean? But yo, let's talk about Keith one-time Thurman. Why did he vacate? Did they give a reason as to why did Keith one-time Thurman vacate? Did he do it? Did he say injury? Did he give a reason? Was the WBC on his ass? Like, why did he vacate? Last I understand, right, he was supposed to fight in May. And then they backed that up because he said he had an injury. But I don't recall the WBC coming out saying, well, look, Thurman, if you don't fight in May, you gonna have to vacate or we strip me. I don't recall. So what is the reason that he vacated? What's your theory there, Antonio? Let me know your theory, man. You think because he was going to get stripped? You think that's the reason he vacated? You think because he didn't want to suffer the embarrassment of the WBC saying, look, Thurman, we tired of waiting on you. You've been sitting out of the ring this long. You think that's the reason they did it? WBC got to get the bag. They can't make money with an injured champion. That's very true. They cannot make money with an injured champion. But they're saying that if Sean Porter and Danny Garcia fight one another, then Keith Thurman would get a crack at the winner, correct? Oh, my goodness. So either way you spin it, Keith Thurman will still be possibly this, you know, I'm gonna say, just follow me for a second here. Keith Thurman, through his procrastination and BSing, has allowed himself to get rid of one mandatory. Remember, he got two mandatories at first. They named Sean Porter and Danny Garcia as his mandatories, correct? Then, by his procrastination, that muddled down to, well, the WBC is going to sometime soon order a fight between Danny Garcia and Showtime Sean Porter, right? The Murray life softened him up. You damn right he did. But so the point I'm trying to make is the outcome that we getting with Keith Thurman possibly facing the winner of these two, it was going to probably happen like that anyway. But what the only difference is that the WBC title has now been put into the Danny Garcia and Showtime Sean Porter fight. Hopefully I'm still correct so far. So either way, we were going to see it. So now Keith Thurman has got rid of one mandatory, given up his title. These two, that should almost make it for sure that these two were going to fight each other, because Danny Garcia was at the fight the other night over the weekend between Adrian Bronner and Jesse Vargas. He still won't use his jab and left. He better use his jab and left, man. We're going to get to that. So I think Danny Garcia didn't want to face Showtime Sean Porter anyway. Now, this title being involved puts the pressure on his back to take this damn fight. I want to give a heads off to the WBC for making the proper moves. Now, Keith Thurman, I don't know why the man has been active. He said he's injured. Everybody's saying, yo, he getting that good now, man. You know what I'm talking about? He getting that good now from that new chick he got, his new wife. I don't want disrespect, but they saying it is making him soft. He's turning into Dan Connor. You know what I'm saying? He's turning into the father on Full House. He is turning Microsoft. He is turning softer than a baby's thigh. That's what everybody think, right? I ain't going there, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, man. I don't think Keith One-Time Thurman is soft. I don't think Keith One-Time Thurman is running. I don't think Keith One-Time Thurman is doing any of that. I think Keith One-Time Thurman is being extremely, extremely smart. Now, for the Errol Spence fans out there, let this be known. Errol Spence has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. People are going to come along, oh, well, we're not going to get the Errol Spence fight. We wasn't getting that fight anyway. So for people who are going to run around and say that Keith One-Time Thurman ducked anybody, I don't think that's the reason he vacated. Because clearly he'll fight either Showtime Sean Porter or Danny Garcia. Fighters he's already fought. So I'm really trying to get to the nitty-gritty as to why did this dude vacate. Because I'm not going to call him a coward, and I'm not going to say he's scared. Spence making him drop his belt. You think Spence made him drop the belt? Spence ain't even in the WBC, nor the WBA. I wonder, is the WBA going to allow him to hold on to his title? You know, Keith Thurman, I've said this in many vids, y'all. The dude deserves his respect. He deserves his respect. He put that work in. He got those two titles, and then he fell back. And then all we've been seeing is, well, Keith Thurman 2.0. Oh, the second half of my career is going to be this. The second half of my career is going to be that. You a Thurman fan, Duke? Yeah, I'm a Thurman fan too, man. But that's the reason I rather want to know, why did he vacate? Because I'm not trying to hear a bunch of conspiracy theories, man. I really want to know why he vacated. Is he taking some sort of pleasure? Does he really want to see Sean Porter and Danny Garcia go at it? And this ensures that fight? The WBA should strip Thurman as well. But he's the super champion. And the WBA, by him being the super champion, he doesn't have a mandate. He gets to sit back as long as he won in the WBA until they come to him and say, well, Thurman, we want you to fight this guy. So no one has basically given an official reason as to why Keith Thurman vacated. Y'all just want to run down the yellow brick road and say he's afraid. He's scared. I'm rolling with you, Duke. He is smart. He is very, very smart. Let them duke it out. Here go the title. Have fun. I've already beat both of y'all, so I ain't got nothing to prove here. Y'all fight it out, up the ante, and I'll come back on the scene once this is all done. Maybe after one or two soft touches. That seems to be the route that Keith Thurman is looking to maybe take. Pushing the Errol Spence fight out of the picture. Now, that's the only thing that I don't like about this, man. All this going down, and Errol Spence is not involved in none of this shit, man. Like, yo, what's going on with that? Why is he doing this? I mean, why isn't that Earl Spence getting in the mix? This is sad, man. This is really sad. But, you know, like I said before, hats off to the WBC for making this happen, man, because this ensures that Shawn Porter, who turned into the Macho Man Randy Savage, the man who put on a Cowboys hat, shades, went on social media, called out Danny Garcia, ran up in the ring, called out Danny Garcia. You know, he's been wanting Danny Garcia, and Danny has been resisting that fight. Them including the WBC title in this particular situation hopefully brings Danny to the table, and it's all done because Keith Thurman vacated his title. Eric Stewart says, how I agree, but Thurman play hit the first time, and then you're going to try to be hurt again? I think he means hurt. Those 2 times being hurt, nobody's going for that. And the fans need to see these big fights. I agree with you 100%, sir. I agree with you 130%. Because Thurman cannot hold up titles. That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. You can't just stop up and hold up titles. So by him taking the initiative, let's just be honest. Okay, we heard Deontay Wilder a couple weeks ago state that, you know, if Dillian White want to play the waiting game, he can make Dillian White wait up, what, a year and a half. That's what he said. Couldn't Keith Thurman play that same game? But then again, hold up, he beat Danny Garcia last year. That Mando probably would have been coming. Then he would have had White, what, a year to make that fight. He could have killed more time with this, but he's the dude that took the initiative and said, I'm going to vacate it. Yeah, I like that too. You know, a lot of people were saying that they wish they would have made Keith Thurman start over from scratch. And I'm like, huh? Y'all forgot about the Collazo fight? Y'all forgot about the Guerrero fight? Y'all forgot about the Danny and Shawn fight? Why would you want him to start from scratch? That makes no sense. So for them to mandate that he gets the winner of this fight, that's cool. That's cool. That actually, I mean, in my opinion, you know, and people may not see it my way, but I think this speeds everything up, man. Real talk. This really speeds everything up. And let's not give the WBC too much praise for this because it's Keith Thurman who vacated. And if he knows he's not going to be fighting, if he knows he's sitting back chilling, drinking 6-packs, chilling with the wife, you know what I'm saying? If he knows that's the route that he's going to be doing, you got to give him props for vacating. And then turn around and say, well, here go my title. I'll be back for it later. Once y'all fight for it, I'll be back in the mix. But I'm going to tell you like this. If Keith Thurman doesn't fight the winner of Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia, man, that dude going to look too weak, like 14 days. Bruh, this dude, he has to fight that fight. He has to take the winner of that fight. It's not even of discussion. It's not even of discussion. Robert Easter Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. God damn. What a fucking fight. Robert Easter Jr. better not fight small. He needs to use his length. He needs to use his height. He needs to use his jab. And he needs to use his feet. I don't want to see the same Robert Easter Jr. we've been seeing. Because if that version of Robert Easter Jr., who has to make it a phone booth fight every time he gets into a fight with somebody, if he gets in there with Mikey Garcia and he fights that style, that's not going to be good for him. Now, I don't think that Mikey Garcia, but I mean, Eric, do you think Mikey Garcia is aggressive enough? Meaning that Mikey to me is seeming like he's rounding out to be much more of a boxer. So do you think he really going to bring the noise to Robert Easter Jr.? Because that's one thing you got to give Robert. He bangs. He can definitely bang. The problem is he does it while he's got to be right up on you, like he's some 5'5" fighter. That's the problem with Robert Easter Jr. I can't wait to see this fight. It's good to see Mikey going back down to 35. It's kind of, you know, perfect timing for Mikey, how he didn't want to get in there with Linares or Lomachenko, but that's another video. It's good to see he's been calling out Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. has been calling him out. You know, thank the boxing gods. Thank the boxing gods that we got this fight. Real talk. I'm really looking forward to that one, man. I'm guessing that Robert Easter Jr.'s IBF title will possibly be on the line. This is going to be good, man. You think Easter's going to stop Mikey Garcia, David? I understand, bro. I mean, I can't see. I mean, I always said Mikey was hesitant to get into the ring with slick fighters. He'll face a flat-footed fighter. He'll face a guy that's willing to do a phone booth style fight, but he will not get in there with slick fighters. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that Robert Easter Jr. could come in more slicker than he normally fights, because him just going in there trying to fight and can't figure out nothing, so he's just going to try to get up on you and throw them hard shots, pull up, you know, like he's been fighting. That ain't going to work, bro. Mikey is cut from a different cloth. Mikey is from another level. Mikey ain't going for that amateur bullshit, and that's just my opinion. All right, Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. You know, I wonder what repercussions. You think about this. The winner of that fight, what, they going to put him in there with Jarrell Big Baby Miller next? Issa doesn't fight like a big fighter should, nor does he have a good jab, and his defense is successful. I agree 100%. And that style up against a Mikey Garcia, it's not going to work, bro. He needs to get with a new trainer. I don't know what he needs to do, but he needs to make several adjustments to the way he fights before he thinks about stepping into the ring with Mikey Garcia. And I like Robert Easter Jr. I like Robert Easter Jr. a lot. I even like the fact that, you know, that, and people may not agree, but I like the fact that he fights for Adrian Bronner. It's because Adrian Bronner still has something left in boxing. He may not have much skill levels and all this other stuff. We classify him as a C+ level fighter, but the one thing that he got is Robert Easter Jr. And every time I see Robert Easter Jr. on TV now, I'm seeing him with Sam Watson. I'm seeing him with the Watson twins. You know what I'm saying? They trying to steal that kid from Adrian Bronner. Psh, I don't care what nobody say. That's all Adrian Bronner has left. But Robert Easter Jr. cannot get in there and fight like he's 5'5". He just can't do it. Oh, Robert Easter said he ain't with AB. No, oh man, that's bad news, bro. Are you serious? I haven't heard that. Yo, if Robert Easter got, you mean to tell me they took Robert Easter away from Adrian Bronner all fucking ready? Oh, Duketon, thanks for the heads up, bro. What? I'm gonna look into that, man. I'm really looking that. That messed me up. They took him away from Adrian Bronner already? Damn, blood. Are you serious? Now, Eric Stewart is saying he's still with Bronner. So, yeah, I got to look this up for myself, man. I'll have that information very, very soon, man. But, yo, damn, I hope that ain't the truth, man. I hope Robert Easter Jr. is still down with Adrian Bronner. Real talk, man. But Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz, man. Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz is a fan-friendly fight. I think this is going to be an awesome fight. I mean, if I had to go off just the top of my head, I think the patience of Luis Ortiz is going to be a major X factor in this fight. You know, the thing about Dillian Whyte, he said it in a Fight Hype video. Okay, with Dillian Whyte, he has the nerve. He will jump in on people, man, like it ain't nobody's business. You know, we always accuse Wilder of taking a lot of wild shots. So does Dillian Whyte. And if he go in there, jumping out there and not being patient enough to know that he is in there with a very patient fighter that's waiting for him to make a mistake, he better understand who the type of fighter that he is in there with. The only thing that I'm really concerned about is that if Dillian Whyte defeats Luis Ortiz, how do you think he's going to feel about Deontay Wilder? Yo, he is going to be like, yo, Wilder, I beat Luis Ortiz, I beat this person. What's good? Dillian Whyte used to be a kickboxer. Yeah, but yo, I'm just saying, man, like, for him to be jumping in there with the level of a Luis Ortiz, you got to give props out to Dillian Whyte, man. Real talk. Real talk, man. Like, Luis Ortiz is a very, very patient fighter. The dude fights like he's just patient. You know what I'm saying? He waits for you to make that mistake, and he throws that left hand out there. He's going to crack you with it. Dillian Whyte need to watch out, man. You know, it's funny how Eddie Hearn wouldn't make the fight between Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz. But he turns around and makes the fight with Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz like that. That's hilarious to me, Joe. That is funny. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be one hell of a fight. What city am I? I'm in D.C., bro. Washington, D.C., born and raised. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. This is my home, sweet home. I love it. But I travel the world, so it's all love. I'm always everywhere. But I'm here in D.C., born and raised here in D.C. Come see me. Hey, yo, speaking of which, I will be at that Gary Russell versus JoJo Diaz fight over at the MGM Harbor, man. I will be there. You up in Philly? Shout out to Philly, man. Real talk, man. Hey, look. Hey, let me ask you a question, Eric Stewart. This is a non-boxing question. Have y'all ever seen up in Philly that little puppet one walking around, man, that used to be on YouTube all the time from Philly? What was his name? Pina Live 2-1. Have you ever seen that little puppy walking around the street, dog? I've been seeing the little clips on it. I just really got onto him, dog. Funny as hell. Who I got in what? Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz? Well, off the beginning, I'd say I got Luis Ortiz. I think the patience of Luis Ortiz is a major X factor. I think Dillian White makes a lot of mistakes in the ring, a lot of mistakes that Luis Ortiz can easily capitalize on. Now, I do like both fighters. I do like Luis Ortiz, and I do like, the Gary Russell-Jojo Diaz fight. Oh, I'm rolling with Gary, bro. The fastest hands in boxing. I'm rolling with the fastest hands in. Y'all hear what Gary said about Jojo Diaz? That fight ain't going the distance, man. I have been dying to see Gary Russell Jr. back in the fight, in the fight, man. I have been dying. You know the people behind him? Oh, that's what it is, man. Hey, yo, tell him, man, big ups, man. Yo, that whole series, man, off the chain. But, yeah, man, yo, I ain't been dying for Gary Russell Jr. to get in there. Come on, Luis Ortiz is 75 years old. Yeah, but hey, yo, a 75-year-old that can whoop some serious ass, you know what I mean? He must got the spirit of Jack Johnson in him or something, man, because Luis Ortiz in that Deontay Wilder fight, I thought he fought the best fight I've seen him fight in years, bro. In years. And if he gets in there with Dillian White and he fights similar to the way he fought Deontay Wilder, Dillian White gonna have a long, long night, bro. Real talk. Yeah, I know, right? Dillian White want to run around and say he's old. Yeah, he's old when Wilder beat him, but when he beat him, he gonna run around and act like it's the greatest thing in the world. He's gonna want a rematch with AJ. He's gonna want a trophy, a parade. He's gonna want a building built in his name. You know what I mean? He gonna want it all. You know what I mean? But when my main man Deontay Wilder, but people gotta understand, when Wilder beat Luis Ortiz, he beat him by being a patient fighter. He had to outweight Luis Ortiz. How many times during that Wilder-Ortiz fight did we see Deontay Wilder standing on the outside, just trying to look for a way, just trying to pace himself, measure? That ain't Dillian White. That ain't Dillian White. Dillian White is, I'm trying to get it, jump on you. No. And if he doesn't go in there patient, not making many mistakes, he is going to have a very, very long night against Luis Ortiz, man. That's going to be one hell of a fight, man. That's going to be one hell of a fight. But I am dying. I can't wait to see the post-fight interview, bro. Because whoever wins that fight is going to be calling out either Wilder or AJ. We all know that's going to happen. And it's going to be interesting to see how this thing pivots from that on down, man. Real talk, man. But, yeah, man, but back to Keith Thurman. I just want to let y'all know, man, I'm still rolling with Keith Thurman, man. You think Earl will go for one-time belt now? I would love to see it. I would love to see Earl Spence Jr. get in the mix. I would love to see Earl Spence Jr. get the hell out of the IBF, me personally, you know what I'm saying? But I would love to see him get into the WBC or the WBA and mix it up with these dudes, man. I've been, that's what I keep telling people, and people think I'm wrong for saying this, man. Like, these fighters are not going to come to Earl Spence. I love Earl Spence and what he does, but they are not going to come to him. He has to meet them somewhere. I understand. Man, he's a world champion. I get it. But, by the time we see Earl Spence fight one of these dudes are going to be on their way out the door. You know what I mean? You think one time is better than Earl Top Cat? I think it would be one hell of a fight. I will say this. I think Keith Thurman has a better shot of beating Earl Spence than, say, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. I will honestly say that. Now, who wins? That takes a video to break down, bro. That takes a whole vid right there. You know what I mean? Respect for both fighters and what they bring to the ring. Their skill sets will clash, and it will be a beautiful clash. It really would. You got the movement of Keith one-time Thurman, not to mention the boxing IQ, and not to mention he does have pop, and you are not going to walk in the front door willy-nilly. And then with Earl Spence, you have this aggressive, young, hungry lion digging to the body, punching nonstop. It will be a beautiful, beautiful clash. And I just hope we see it, real talk. But we are not going to see it if Earl Spence Jr. ain't trying to meet some of these fighters in the WBC or the WBA. See, clearly you see with Keith Thurman, that's one thing you got to respect about him. This dude is willing to vacate titles. If he was in the IBF, I have no doubt in my mind that Keith Thurman will vacate that IBF and join what's going on in the WBC. Or something like, he will not just be sitting back waiting for them to come to him. I know, yo. Thurman can't take. I remember that Luis Collazo body shot heard around the world. I remember the Showtime Sean Porter body shot that put Keith Thurman on his bicycles. Y'all, they like, yo, hold up. I need about 2 more rounds. Leave me alone for a minute. You know what I mean? Why isn't ranked Dugan? And you want me to speak on it? I think you know exactly why Earl Spence Jr. ain't ranked in the WBC. Do I need to speak on it so I can have the whole world turn against me again? Because he ain't in the WBC Clean Boxer program. That's the reason. Now I said it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the WBC Clean Boxer program. Period. And that's the reason he's not in the WBC. Everybody gonna come to me. Remember who y'all talking to when y'all want to come with those lame talking points of he's a world champion, so he doesn't have to be in the Clean Boxer program. He wanted to fight for the IBF. I will shred those arguments like shredded cheese, and y'all know that. Y'all can't come to me with that argument because I'm more in-depth in knowledge about that situation. No. Look at the vid on it. I already did the vids on it, man. Y'all know what I said about that. You know, it was coincidental when he left the WBC, the timing that he left the WBC. It's funny how Lamont Peterson's WBA title was never on the line when they fought, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. That's very much true. Champs are not ranked, T-Scat. But however, Earl Spence Jr. at one time was ranked in the WBC. But as soon as the Clean Boxer program gets initiated, he don't want to be in the WBC no more. You know what I mean? So y'all put together with that if y'all want. Y'all know my positions on it. I guess it's just bad timing, right? He just left the WBC when the Clean Boxer program started. He didn't want to fight Lamont Peterson for the WBA title. He didn't want to be ranked in the WBA. Fine. Fine. Believe what y'all want to believe, man. I'll just say this. I like Earl Spence. Y'all know how I really feel, though. Real talk. I would love to see Earl Spence Jr. versus Keith One-Time Thurman, Showtime Sean Porter. Everybody like, yo, well, Sean Porter need to go back to the IBF and go back for his old belt. Fucking for what? You know what I'm saying? Ain't for what? You got Danny Garcia, you got Keith Thurman right here in the WBC, and you think that I'm going to go back to the IBF even, let's just say he beat Earl Spence Jr. What else is he going to do after that? AJ did the same thing with the WBC. What did he do? He left the Clean Boxer program, and then he need to be looked at. Look, man, all of those fighters that mysteriously just left the WBC around that time, Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? Earl Spence, and we just heard about Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao. Look at the names that was on the list during that time. I mean, look, that's just the facts. Y'all, they can, you know, hey, Toy, they can call me anything that they want, but they can't dispute the facts. Anyone who's ever attacked me on this issue never attacked what I was saying. They always, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying? Why are you hating on Spence? Deal with what I'm talking about. Tell me I'm lying. I want someone to tell me I'm lying. No one can tell me I'm lying. When I say Earl, you know what? This is not an Earl Spence Jr. video. But no one can tell me I'm lying. This is a Keith Thurman video. And all I'm simply stating that if Keith One-Time Thurman was in the IBF, there's no way I see him just sitting around waiting for an opportunity to fall in his lap. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman, yo, I tell people this all the time, man. If he want to sit out because he just got married, fine, so be it. He has now vacated the title. By him vacating the title, nobody can say nothing to him. Kell Brook was considered the best welterweight in the division before he fought Triple G. I'm not disputing you, but nobody wanted to fight Spence. Okay, now, in the WBC, you want to say no one wanted to fight Spence. He never got a chance to get to the level to fight them. He left the rankings before he got high enough to fight him. See, if you don't recall, they put him in a fight with Timothy Bradley. They put him in a fight with Timothy Bradley. You know what I'm saying? And they knew that that fight was not going to happen. They elevated Earl Spence Jr. way up the ladder. They put him in the top 5. Even if he wouldn't have fought Timothy Bradley, he would have fought someone else. You get me? In the WBC. Eventually, working his way to the champions, the top 1, the top 2. You see where I'm going? If he would have just stayed put. But instead, he wanted to face Kell Brook for the... And then the makes that so shaky to me is that at the time, it wasn't a guaranteed thing that he was going to fight Brook. Brook was posturing. Brook was trying to figure for a way, well, can I fight Khan? Can I fight Pacquiao? Can I fight someone else? You know what I mean? Brook wasn't a sure thing. Spence just packed his bags and left the WBC when the Clean Boxer program came along. That's exactly what happened. And take in mind, the WBC Clean Boxer program is of no cost to the boxers. So it would have cost Errol Spence nothing. You know what I'm saying? So don't give me that. When he tells you he wants to fight these fighters, then why the hell did he leave? You know what I'm saying? And then when he had a chance to fight Lamont Peterson put your WBA title on the line. I'll put my IBF title on the line. We make it a unification thing. I win your title. I'm right under Keith one-time Thurman. Facts, man. So anybody who want to come with me to that with that Errol Spence noise, I love Errol Spence. But don't act like Errol Spence Jr. couldn't have had these fights. You can't unify the regular belt. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. He could have still went into the WBA rankings. You know what, man? Y'all are giving every excuse in the book. Y'all act like everybody wants to avoid Spence. Spence don't want to meet no one halfway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't keep saying that, man. The man is sitting safely in the IBF with guys like Carlos Ocampo, Konstantin Ponomarev. You know what I mean? Like there ain't one damn near elite fighter in the IBF. Why the hell is he in the IBF? Who going to beat Spence? We don't know who going to beat Spence because he's fighting Carlos Ocampo. So I don't know who he going to beat. Then after Carlos Ocampo, I don't know where the hell he goes. You know what I'm saying? Do you? Did anybody know where the Errol Spence Jr. goes in the IBF after Carlos Ocampo? Riddle me that. The IBF is beyond trash. You know what I'm saying? The IBF is a fucking landfill. You know what I'm saying? IBF got nothing. It's a graveyard. I want to see Spence get the hell out of there, go over to the WBC and wreck shit. That's what I want. And you should want it too. And if you don't want it, then you're making excuses. You're making excuses. You know, everybody's getting all hung up on this Terrence Crawford, thinking that Terrence Crawford was going to fight Errol Spence Jr. I like it. It sounds good. It's good talk. Everybody get hyped up. But are they really going to fight? Are they really going to fucking fight? This is a top-ranked guy, and this is a Al Heyman guy. Are they really going to fight? Real talk. Terrence Crawford is talking, Bomac talking, I hear him, but are they really going to fight? Crawford is going to fight Spence. So he's just going to tell Bob Arum, look here, Bob, give me that Spence fight. You don't give me that Spence fight, I'm getting low. I'm walking out on you, ESPN, and everything else that you give me. You think that's real? Let's just be real, y'all. Like, I'm tired of doing this boxing make-believe bullshit. Like, that's the problem. What I see with a lot of people, they be deceiving people like, oh, these fights can really happen, and it can't. I think Bud wants to unify. Bud may want to do a lot of things. Bud may want to unify, but Bud has a legendary promoter that he fights for named Bob Arum, and Bud is going to have a block. He's going to have a problem. I have been saying this for a long time. When Bud comes to welterweight, he's going to find that he has problems. If Manny Pacquiao couldn't get fights on the other side of the aisle, what makes you think Bud gonna do it? I hope they fight, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I hope it happens. It would be awesome. But given that the news that we've been getting lately with these string of fights, who the hell knows, Joe? The boxing gods right now is smiling on us. Bud is not. Look, man. I want to see Bud and Spence more than anybody, but come on. We talking networks. You know what I'm saying? We talking promoters. You know what I mean? These ain't not the biggest ticket draws where they make all this money to bring these networks together. Like, there's a lot of obstacles, y'all. You know, and not to mention, Terrence Crawford got his hands full with Jeff Horn, yo. That is not a guaranteed win. Garcia versus Porter winner should fight Spence. I agree. If Garcia and Porter, and the sad part is that they fight all for the same manager / advisor. They all fight for Al Heyman. So this shit can be done like that, man. Like, are you serious? They all fight for Al Heyman. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we make so many excuses, man. You know what I mean? Like, we make so many excuses. And I'm an old school fan. I want to just see the best fights, man. Michael, yeah, Sean Newton. Hey, yo, shout out to Sean Newton, man. Sean Newton, you know, for those who don't know, you know what I mean? Like, Sean been rolling with me for a while. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sean, I seen that video he made. And that was cool, man. That was real cool. And I just want to say, if Sean see this stream, man, shout out to Sean Newton, man. He been rolling with me for a while. We've had contentious back and forth. We always remain respectful, you know, to one another. I support him and he supports me, and he's a real stand-up dude. Yeah, man. Well, you know, well, look here, man. Al Heyman. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Al Heyman can make all this stuff happen, man. Oh, T. Scott, man. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Respect your channel, bro. Hey, yo, much respect. I will never, ever forget you, Mr. T. Scott, because you, sir, are the absolute first super chat that I have ever received on this channel. You, sir, will be in the Hall of Fame here on Main Man Made Man's channel, and I will never forget you. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, original Bruno. I do, man. I try my best, man. I have no agendas, man. I have no agendas. I don't know none of these fighters. None of these fighters know me. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just a boxing fan that studies the sweet science and want to see the best versus the best. I don't have race agendas. I don't have, you know, I'm not trying to do that. You unemployed at the minute, Mike? Hey, yo, man, it's all good. It's going to get better for you, bro. Hey, come here to D.C., bro. We a government town, man. We recession-proof up in this joint. We don't lose money here in this area. So come to this area. It's a lot of opportunity out here, man. Real talk. But yo, man, let's go back to boxing. Oh, shout out to Dukin and thank you very much, sir. $1.99 super chat. It says $3. I don't know. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Or 3 minutes or I'm not sure what that means. But shout out to you, Dukin, and I really appreciate that, my brother. Yo, real talk. Every dollar that goes to this channel will go to the betterment of this channel. You know, new everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more I can get, the more upgrading of the videos that y'all will see. And that's my word. That's my word. But back to this boxing thing, man. Just, you know, I really just keep doing you and keeping it real. Thank you, sir. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. No gimmicks, no games, no hooks, no nothing. You know what I mean? All love, all live, real talk. But yo, let's just all remember at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We all boxing fans and we want to see the best fight the best. When we don't see the best fight the best, we need to be questioning it. I don't care who it is. I don't care who they fight for. We need to be questioning it. There go my dude, Adabisi. What's up, man? How you doing, man? We need to be questioning it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And, you know, who knows? And maybe if we keep doing that line, we'll get the best fight and the best, man. Real talk. But Keith Thurman, I don't know. I have no idea. Until somebody can tell me why he vacated, I don't know. The only good answer that's looking good right now is that he just got married. He loves his wife. He want to spend time with his wife, his new wife. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. But to say he's afraid, I ain't buying it. He's already beaten these two fighters. The hunger may be gone. The money may not be there. I don't know. But Keith Thurman has to give us an explanation. He can't just vacate a title that we've been waiting to see this dude fight for so long. You can't just vacate and don't give no sort of explanation whatsoever. You can't do that. You can't do that. You owe it to the fight fans, Keith Thurman. Tell us why the hell you vacated. Those of us, that, you know, there was some of us that actually still support Keith Thurman. So when I see him do that, I've been defending this man. You just made me look stupid. You know what I'm saying? I agree. He does get to buy time. That's why I started the video with saying, is he really smart or did he do this for another reason? Like I stated before, he got rid of Amando by stalling, and now he vacates his title. He gives himself more time. Sean Porter gets what he wants by fighting Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia gets what he wants by being elevated to the #1 spot and getting a shot at the title. The WBC has made a decision where everybody gets what they want. Thurman is making me look bad, and I'm afraid, yeah, Mike, you know, but it makes us look even worse when you do this without no reason. You haven't even said, well, the reason that I'm vacating this title for those who support me is because bam, 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 bam. Give us something, bruh. Don't just run around and say, oh, I'm vacating the title. Okay. All right. Well, why? Bruh, we stood with you. When everybody was out here calling you a coward, when everyone was running around like Keith Thurman's afraid of Earl Spence, there was some of us here providing a defense for Keith Thurman. And then you just pulled the rug and said, I'm vacating. Like, yo, I'll be waiting. I will be waiting. I will be sitting here waiting on Keith Thurman to come out with an explanation as to why did he sell out the ones that held him down and vacate that title. I didn't want him to vacate that title. I don't care about people being mad. Oh, Keith Thurman ain't doing it, huh? Let them be mad, man. Let them be mad. You know what you're doing, so why the hell did he vacate? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You said he was forced to drop it. Now, if he was forced to drop it, that means he was stripped. Now, y'all gotta, you know, from the article I've read, they say he vacated. I heard nothing about him being stripped. So, you know, if he got stripped, he need to vacate. Yeah, he needed to vacate. I don't condone no one stopping up the division. You know, and you're a unified champion. You are sitting there clogging up the division. I don't now, my thing is, he said he was injured. We thought he was injured. So he had a viable excuse, I thought. Thank you, Mr. Martin. It was vacated, not stripped. Like, if you were injured, you had time. Why would you come along? That means you need more time? How long are you, as Keith Thurman, planning on making us wait? Because I don't know about y'all, though I am a big Keith Thurman fan. Yo, I have a ticking clock too. I ain't gonna be sitting around waiting on no 2 years before we see Keith Thurman. 3 years before we see Keith Thurman. Hell no. Hell no. That's when I'm gonna start calling out Keith Thurman then. Now Sean Porter should have no reason to duck Earl. Well, you know Sean Porter's gonna go towards that Danny Garcia fight. He's already turned into the Macho Man Randy Savage on this, man. He already turned into Garth Brooks or whatever he was, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely going after that Danny fight. Now, if he beats Danny and gets that WBC title, he's going to want Thurman. He's going to want Thurman. This puts the Errol Spence fight further and further. And man, you know, every time I go down that road and think about that, it just angers me, man. It angers me, man. Errol Spence Jr., young, strong, prime-bred fighter, country fair fighter, man. And he's sitting back fighting Carlos Ocampo. You know what I mean? Like, yo, are you fucking kidding me here, right? You serious? You know, I just don't understand. I truly don't understand. Now, to his credit, he did just come off beating Lamont Peterson, though. But damn, man, like Carlos Ocampo, when you got Danny Garcia, Showtime Sean Porter, Adrian Bronner, you got so many. Omar Figueroa called out Errol Spence Jr. What's up with that fight? Didn't Omar Figueroa beat him in the amateurs? Omar Figueroa called out Errol Spence Jr. Now, do I think Errol Spence Jr. beats Omar? Absolutely. He destroys Omar. Omar is just a walking punching bag, for crying out loud. But how many fireworks will we see in that fight? Him vacating allows him to be the Mando winner of Garcia and Porter. Also, the WBC BA has Pac-Man. You right. So maybe that's a backup plan. You know, there was some rumors going around about a week or two ago that Keith Thurman was interested in joining Top Rank Promotions. Let me ask y'all this question. Y'all think that the PBC fighters should start lining up with promoters? Maybe we'll see them more. Maybe we'll get better fights or more fights. I ain't going to say better fights. I'll say more fights. You think it's time for them to promote up? No. Top Cat says no. Oh, so you like the fact that they can just move around? We barely see them. You know, that's the reason we don't see most of them guys like that. And they don't get the fights we want because they not being promoted all year round. You know what I mean? So you don't think it's time for them? You know, because DeBella, I don't know what DeBella doing, man. DeBella is just like a one-size-fit-all promoter. Like, he does anything that Al Heyman tells him to do. I can't be more mad at Luke DeBella right now than ever. And y'all know why the reason I'm mad at Luke DeBella, because of the way that he is conducting the business of Deontay Wilder. That's why I'm mad at Luke DeBella. You know what I'm saying? Luke DeBella to me right now ain't nothing but a puppet. He got a hand up his ass, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I'm sick of Luke DeBella, man. Man, I'm sorry, man. I can't do Lou DeBella, bro. Lou DeBella to me, he is just like, yo, he don't move until Al tells him to move. He probably sits in the house all day looking at the phone. Soon as it rings, yo, is that Al? Is that Al? Is that Al? Give me the phone. It's for me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm just like Lou DeBella, bruh. Like, you need to just, you know what I mean? It's sad, man. It's sad. The way he is conducting the business of Deontay Wilder, it's funny to me. It's just laughable to me, dog. Laughable. Y'all seen that interview? Y'all see the interview he just did? Why are they sending me emails? Why are they making me offers? Huh? Why are you making me offers? I don't know why you're making me an offer. What the hell are you talking about? Somebody go and smack the hell out of Lou DiBella, man. Why is Eddie Hearn making you an offer in an email? My goodness. What if Wilder was with Bob? Yeah. What if Wilder was with Bob? I tell you what, we probably would have had this AJ versus Wilder fight by now if Wilder was with Bob. And I'm being honest. I don't see Bob stalling that thing out. He got a good working relationship with that man. Mr. Martin, $1.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. I rocks with your videos. Keep doing your thing. Big ups to you. Much love to you. I really appreciate that, my friend. Pay-per-view is dead. Yeah, pay-per-view is dead. But I guarantee you this. Wilder and AJ still does numbers. Let's just be real. Wilder and AJ does numbers. You can say pay-per-view dead all you want. The UK pay-per-view and the American pay-per-view combined, it'll be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Al Heyman, man. But, you know, that's what I be saying. That's why I'm asking the question. Is it time for the PBC fighters to promote up? Because like you just said, if Deontay Wilder was with Bob Arum, there's no way that Bob Arum would stall this fight out at the heavyweight division. Knowing that any given fight and everything go down the toilet. Over marination ain't good, man. It ain't good in the heavyweight division. I'm going to be honest, yo. And I asked this on my last video. Y'all know that Eddie Hearn wants to make Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. And you know he wants to make AJ versus Wilder. What if we got Kell Brook versus Amir Khan in the co-main event? Deontay Wilder versus AJ in the main event. Would you pay $120 pay-per-view for that? And the sad, you know, the crazy thing is, and I'm talking in this like we in the land of make-believe, but at the end of the day, that can actually freaking happen. You say, hell no, Top Cat. Why wouldn't you? Yo, AJ and Wilder in the main event, Kell Brook and Amir Khan in the co-main event. Sheesh. Bruh, I'm dropping whatever. You hear me? I would pay for all top fighters to fight each other. I pay 100. Ty say he'd pay 100. Yo, I give him 120 for that, bro. I would definitely give him 120 if he was to do that. But you know, the reason I brought that up, because believe it or not, y'all, it's realistic. Think about the timing of everything. I think Amir Khan and Kell Brook fight, if it does happen, we at least 2 fights away. You know what I'm saying? I think if AJ versus Wilder happen, I think we're at least 2 fights away, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If it doesn't happen this year. I think that they want to know what's going to happen with Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury is definitely in their crosshairs. They want to see what he looks like when he comes back. They want to see if he's actually, maybe they can get a fight with Tyson Fury or gin up a fight with Tyson Fury first. But yo, we're looking at least 2 to 3 fights away for these fights to happen. These fights will line up at the same damn time. Hey, look, if somebody know Eddie Hearn, got an inside line, anything, tell Eddie Hearn to do that and make history, man. Make history. Wilder should, you know what? He should. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did not Tyson Fury come over the water and get into the face of Deontay Wilder? Well, when Tyson Fury fights, he's supposed to be fighting in what? June, last I heard. When he fights, why can't Deontay Wilder roll on over there, get up in the ring like, yo, Fury, me and you can do this. You know, I thought Tyson Fury did the most beautiful thing when he sent Shannon the Cannon out there, man. That just made my day. And that they just told AJ, you have no chance on getting this fight because I'm next. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Shola. Shola, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I see all your comments. I appreciate all the love and support that you give. Real talk, man. I really do. And you always like #1 on each vid, man. And I really appreciate that, man. Y'all just don't know, man. This YouTube thing, man, this is everything. I don't know what y'all put up in y'all daily, man, but I pull up with a lot. So when I get up on here, man, it's like a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, not only because Tyson is white, but Tyson is the real champion. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? The man ain't been beat. So if he is classified as the real champion, the Gypsy King, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. But my thing I'm trying to make is Deontay Wilder, if he fought Tyson Fury first, think of all the accolades that he gets, because he will be seen as beating the real champion. You know what I'm saying? It just will come off great. I agree. Hey, T. Scott, you ain't never lied, player. You ain't never lied. This is definitely that, yo. man, you know what I'm saying? I put up with it. I do the music thing, man. So I put up with a lot, you know what I mean? And dog, my days are hectic, you know what I mean? So when I come home or when I get into a quiet corner and I can get up on here and talk boxing with y'all, y'all don't get it. This is the reason why I don't do the blocking. This is the reason why I don't do the you can't say what you want to say on here. You know, you can call me everything. I don't care. Just don't disrespect too much. But yo, I'm not like that. You know, I don't care what your race, your color, your creed, your gender, whatever. Whatever. You did. We all here because guess what? We love the sport of boxing and we want to turn the fuck up on fight night. That's why we here. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. You know what I mean? So y'all will never have to deal with that on Main Man Made Man's channel, man. You will never, ever have me hunting you down, blocking you down. Oh, where you at? Where you at? Oh, block them. Oh, my shooters. You will never hear me say those type of words. Thank you for the intro, man. Yeah. I worked at the that's my beat. I created that beat. That's an original beat. You know what I mean? So you know, yeah, man. I'm gonna keep things like that going. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I do music or whatnot. So I'm always making music. I'm always making beats. Y'all even see sometimes I upload some of my raps and some of the music I like to do sometimes, man. I mean, I ain't trying to be famous, rich and famous. I just like to do it, and you know, whoever like it, y'all like it. It's all love. But this don't misunderstand. This is a boxing channel, okay? But yeah, man. You know, so we got some good things coming up, man. Yachty Boxing Talk, bless you too, man. Appreciate you. We got some good fights coming up. I'm really looking forward to this Robert Easter Jr., Mikey Garcia. I'm really looking forward to this Luis Ortiz and Dillian White. I'm really looking forward to the aftermath of Luis Ortiz and Dillian White and see where they pivot from there. See what Eddie try to pull out of his sleeve from that point. You know, oh, Wilder, you got to fight Dillian White now. We know that's coming if he beats Luis Ortiz. If Luis Ortiz beats Dillian White, he's going to want AJ. I can't wait for the aftermath of that fight, man. Robert Easter versus Mikey Garcia is an excellent fight. Damn, but you know, hats off to Mikey Garcia for his fluctuations in weight. He's 35, he's 40, he's 35. He's telling me you want to go up to 47 and fight Spence. God damn, Mikey Garcia's fluctuation in weight is second to none. You know what I mean? But yo, he's taking on Robert Easter Jr., and I am expecting fireworks. But Robert Easter Jr., if no one ever told him nothing, that cat got to fight tall. He must fight tall. He must. I'm a Mikey fan, and this motherfucker want them all. Yeah, Mikey being real surgical with his moves, man. Like Mikey won't. He go grabs the title. Now he's in the history book. What is a 4-time world champion now? Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna fight this guy. Yo, Mikey. You know, ever since he left that top rank contract, Mikey has been all over the map. Real talk. I wish more fighters in the game had Mikey's spirit, man. He just want to fight the best. He ain't worrying about weights. He ain't worrying about politics, polished shit. You know what I mean? He's worried about none of that, man. All he wants to do is fight. Toy, you ain't never liked Ortiz. Man, let me tell you something, man. Ortiz is a very, very gifted heavyweight. He's a gifted heavyweight. Gifted southpaw, patient fighter. Could crack you and end you with one punch. I like Luis Ortiz, man. I ain't gonna fake. And I ain't like the way he carried Wilder after the fight and act like Wilder was cheating and all that other jazz and the referee was cheating on him. I ain't care much for that. But other than that, yo, Luis Ortiz is a stand-up fighter, man. I got respect for Luis. Real talk. I agree, Shirley. Ortiz is a special heavyweight, man. I don't know, you know, when he starts to decline or whatever the case may be, but yo, I know the way he fought that Wilder fight, god damn, Wilder was an eyelash away from going down. Hats off to Luis Ortiz. Oh, I see. It's the style you don't like, Toy? Yeah, I understand. It's a lot of people say the same thing about Arislandi Lord, you know what I mean? The style, you know, believe it or not, a pressure fighter beats that style damn near every time. We seen Canelo do it to Lord. We seen her just recently do it to Lord. You know, that pressure style, if it's an effective pressure fighter, they will beat that slow ass style all day. Ortiz is dangerous. But see, what make Ortiz so dangerous is his patience. His patience. How he waits, how he sets traps, how he waits for you to swing the wrong punch so he can crack you and get you out of there. That's the beauty about watching Luis Ortiz fight. His patience and the timing that he's waiting on. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I agree, T. Scott. I agree. On the heavyweight, his counter punching ability is second to none. And see, a guy like Joshua, who will have to get in and get out. That will pose a problem. Joshua tends to get in there and want to throw them punches and doesn't get out nearly as fast. Luis Ortiz will crack him, Joe. God damn, I wish we would have got that fight, man. Man, I wish we'd have got that fight. But, you know, the fights that they're giving us are very respectable. Keith one-time Thurman, expect for him to be under heavy scrutiny by by everybody damn me up here on YouTube. I will still stick with Keith one-time Thurman. I am not ready to abandon him yet. Keith one-time Thurman has to show me something wrong in the ring for me to abandon him. AJ is not as skillful as most thinks. Yeah, his speed, I don't know. Remember them videos he let out from social media when his hands looked like they were moving like a mile a minute? Yo, man, I wonder if it was that legit or not, because when he got into that Joseph Parker fight, I didn't see that type of speed. I mean, real talk, man. You think Ortiz stock rise after the Wilder fight? Doesn't mean you done. Yeah. And, and that's the same thing I'm saying about Adrian Bronner, believe it or not, Yachty, because y'all see Adrian Bronner running around here with the draw, acting like he won the damn fight. The dude walking around with furs and shit and grills in his mouth like he won the fight. Somebody need to call up Adrian Bronner and say, yo, bruh, blood, you had a draw. You had a draw against a weight-drained Jesse Vargas. It's nothing to be proud about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Adrian Bronner is really, I'm a major fan, and y'all see how I cover Adrian Bronner. But, yo, him running around here with this draw and act like he done so much. Nah, man. Thurman injured. He did the right thing. I agree. Thurman, see, that's what I be saying, man. Thurman is like the smartest boxer in the room. Real talk. You know what I mean? Thurman, man, like I said, he knows what he's doing. And then he'll get another crack at the same title when he comes back to boxing. So if he wins it back, what is he really losing? He's not losing anything. He's guaranteeing that Porter and Garcia will fight, and he gets the winner. That's just smart. And the whole time he chilling right now. He gonna probably watch the fight at home with his new wife, enjoying the fruits of his labor. Let me explain something to y'all that people may not keep it real about. Do you know how many boxers wish that they can do what Keith Thurman is doing right now? Made the money, got the titles, now got the girl, now he's chilling out. And he says he'll come back on his own time. Do you know how many fighters would love to be able to go to Al Heyman and tell him that? Shit, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand the turning their backs on Keith Thurman. If y'all want to say thank you that he vacated his title and now someone else has the opportunity to fight for him, that's one thing. But to call him cowards and say he's scared of this fighter, scared of that fighter, he's scared of Earl Spence, yet Earl Spence Jr. hasn't even fought Danny or Sean yet, but y'all want him to skip them two and go straight up to Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? Like, the point I'm trying to make is y'all tripping if y'all believe that, man. It's no way. That's another thing. If Keith Thurman is recognized as the absolute top dog at welterweight, look what it took Sean Porter to get to the top dog at welterweight. Look how many fights. Kell Brook, it took fights with Kell Brook. It took tough fights on Sean Porter. Adrian Bronner, he fought a lot of big name fights before he got a chance to get in there with Keith Thurman. People got to put. Apologies, y'all. Camera just died out, so I'm on my last legs right now with my camera, man, so it's down out. So I'm going to have to catch y'all up on another stream, man. For those of I see everybody pretty much gone, so I just want to say I'm sorry for ending it so abruptly like that. It was a technical difficulty, and I will see y'all again very soon, man. I appreciate hanging out with y'all. I appreciate everything, man. Real talk. It's been a pleasure speaking with y'all. To the next live stream, it's your main man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. And I will see y'all on the next live stream. I appreciate everybody for participating, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.